Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In this video I am going to explain about how to prepare the cash budget with an illustration. Here is a problem related to the cash budget. So let us see the information given in the problem. So a company wants to arrange overdraft facility from its bank from April to June. Prepare cash budget from the following. Means the company wants to have they have to arrange overdraft facility from its bank for the time period of 3 months, that is from April to June. So the information whatever they have provided, with this information you have to go for preparing the cash budget to know whether whether we are liable to pay or not. So that we have to decide from the cash budget. So here for a time period of 5 months they have given the information of sales, they have given purchases and the information of wages. So with this information now we have to go for preparing the cash budget, and some more additional information is also provided here. So first thing is 50% of credit sales is realized in the month of following the sales, another fifth month in the month following. That means here it indicates that whatever the sales we are doing, that out of the total sales amount 50% will be realized in the next month, and 15% remaining 50% will be realized in the second month of the following sales. That is the thing they are saying here. And wages are paid at the end of respective month. For every month, end of the month wages will be paid. Creditors are paid in the month following the month of purchase. Means whenever you are making a purchase, credit purchase, the amount of credit purchase will be paid in the next month. For this month if you are purchasing the goods, for next month you will go for paying the amount of purchase. And cash at bank on 1st April is rupees 25,000, that it indicates the opening balance. Income tax payable rupees 30,000 in June. Dividend paid in February is rupees 20,000. So this is the information what they have given. From this information you have to go for preparing the cash budget. So let us see how to prepare the cash budget. So here is the format for preparation of cash budget. So they have asked you to prepare cash budget for a time period of 3 months, that is from April to June, April, May and June. So while preparing cash budget, first thing we'll go for writing is opening balance. So whatever the opening balance we will be having, that should be written. So here in the problem they have given the opening balance for the 1st April, that is 25,000 rupees. And so after writing opening balance, then we'll go for adding the receipts. Whatever the amount we are receiving, that should be added for the opening balance. So next we'll go for making a list of the receipts whatever we are having. So according to this problem, we are having only the receipts of sales, that is they are saying that 50% of credit sales will be realized in the next month and 50% in the next following month, that is second month from the sales, actual sales. So we are having only dividend, the receive of the amount received from the debtors, that is cash from debtors. That means whatever the person who have taken the credit sales, they are called as the debtors. So now how we'll go for knowing the what is the exact amount for the cash collected from the debtors. So to know the what is the amount we are receiving from the debtors, first we have to go for calculation of sales, that is collection of sales. So in this problem, according to the first point, they are saying that 50% of sales will be received in the next year and 50% will be in the next second month. That is for the February we are having the sales of 1,80,000. That means 50%, that is 90,000 will be received in the March, that is first month of March, and 90,000 will be received in the second month, that is first and second month. So 90,000 will receive in the April. So that is the collection of March sales. Next, when you are coming for the March sales, 1,92,000. So 50% will be received in April and 50% received in May. That is 50% is 96,000 will be received in first month and 96,000 will be received in the second month. And for the month of April, so the sales is 1,08,000. So 50% means 54,000. 54,000 will receive in May and 54,000 will go for receiving in June. and June sales, the next May sales is 1,74,000. Half of that, that means 50% means 87,000. So 87,000 will go for receiving in June and 87,000 will go for receiving in the month of July. So according to this problem, we require the collection of sales only from April to June. So we got the 3 months sales. Now total of this 90 plus 96, 1,86,000. So now 56. So here it will become 1,50,000. So and here it becomes 1,41,000. So this is the amount should be collected from the debtors for the 3 months. That means the condition they are saying that 50% of sales will be received in the next month and 50% will be in the next second month. So February sales amount total will be received in 50% in March and 50% in April. March will be received in 50% April, 50% May, and April sales 50% in May, 50% in June. June sales 50%, May sales 50% in June, 50% in July. Like that we have to go for calculating. So now we got the collection of debtors amount for the 3 months. Let us go for writing the collection of debtors amount. So that is for the month of April. So amount is 1,86,000, and for the month of May 1,50,000, and for the month of June 1,41,000. So now we are not having any other receipts. So we'll go for making the total of opening balance as well as the receipts. So we'll consider it as a total of A, 1,86,000 plus 25,000. So the total will become 2,11,000. So now we got the total of opening balance and receipts. So now you will have to go for the calculation of payments. So means whatever the amounts we are paying, so that should be recorded. So wages, so we are having the information of wages. So what is the wages we are paying? So the condition, additional information they are given is wages are paid at the end of respective month. So no any other calculations. For the month of April, wages is 11,000. For the month of May, it is 10,000. And for the month of June, it is 15,000. So apart from wages, we are having the creditors. So now creditors, they are saying that creditors are paid in the following the month of purchase. Means if you are purchasing this month, the amount will be paid in the next month. So that is the information they are giving. That means for March, whatever the amount purchase you are making, that amount will be recorded in the April. April purchases will be recorded in May. May purchases will be recorded in the June. So in the month of April, we'll go for recording the purchases of March. That is 1,44,000. And in the month of May, we'll go for recording April. That is 2,43,000. And in the month of June, we'll go for recording May, 2,46,000. So this is the creditors information. And we are also paying income tax. So income tax is rupees 30,000 in the month of June. So now we have recorded all the payments also. So now total of payments. So 1,44,000 plus 11,000, 1,55,000, 2,43,000 plus 10,000, 2,53,000, and now 15,000 plus 2,46,000 plus 30,000. So the total will become 2,93,000. So sorry, the total is 2,91,000. So now you should go for calculating the what is the closing balance of cash. So that is A minus B. So total of this receipts amount minus total of this payments amount, you will get the closing balance. So now 2,11,000 minus 1,55,000. You will get the closing balance as the 56,000. So closing balance of this month will become the opening balance for the next month. So 56,000 will become opening balance for the month of May. So now 56,000 plus debtors amount 1,50,000. So now the total amount will become 2,06,000. So and total of B, so 2,06,000 minus 2,53,000, the value will be in the negative. So the value will be in the negative. So that is negative amount we are going to write in the minus, that is 47,000. I am writing the negative value in brackets. The brackets indicates for negative value. So this balance will become the opening balance for the June. So 47,000 minus, that is negative value. So now you should go for adding these two. That means 1,41,000 minus 47,000, you will get 94,000 as the total of A. So now, so from these you have to deduct this one. So 94,000 minus 2,91,000. Again you will get 1,97,000 as the negative value itself. So I am writing in the brackets. This is how we'll go for preparing the cash budget. That means first you will go for writing the opening balance. Whatever the opening balance we are having, for that you will go for adding receipts. Then you will get the total amount. So next you will go for recording all the payments whatever you are having, and again make the total of payments. So receipts minus payments will give you the closing balance of your cash budget. So here in this problem, the negative value of 1,97,000 indicates that we are liable to pay for the bank overdraft. So this is about the cash budget. Hope you all understood about the explanation regarding the preparation of cash budget. So please like, share and subscribe my channel for more and more updates.